Are you a direct-to-consumer founder who's utilized retargeting ads in the past? What if I told you you're overspending money to acquire that same exact customer to buy back from your business when you could have gotten that same exact purchase for free? With this strategy, I'm going to break down the exact steps necessary to utilize AI tech and software like ChatGPT to come up with the right retargeting strategy, but without setting up any campaigns on Meta. We're going to set up campaigns via Google. Let's dive into Loom. I'm going to show you the exact structure, how we utilize keywords, how we set up Google campaigns for search, and ultimately how we measure success, not by ROAS, but by the incremental lift Meta has and Google has on our total performance of our business, which is search, email opt-ins, LTV, and ultimately how much customers are coming in our top of funnel, so then we can then downsell via email a bundle that makes sense from what they just bought from. So without further ado, let's dive right in. So here we're live into the master Google Sheet. We have three sections here: UTMs, keywords, and ads. We're going to be working heavily with ChatGPT and plugging information we get from ChatGPT onto this master sheet. And we have everything necessary, all the variables needed to launch our Google search campaign. Now, the reason why we want to utilize Google search instead of Google PMax or these other variables in the past like Google display is because Google search is more focused on middle funnel, bottom of the funnel based off your keywords. So you can take your same exact ad copy you ran on Meta and utilize that on a Google search campaign. That's going to be your retargeting focus. And then also with Google, you have the ability to export data from Shopify from your previous 90-day buyers, upload a list on Google, and then have that mainly as your retargeting campaign. So the reason why I'm all for spending money on Google and launching more heavy retargeted campaigns on Google instead of launching specific campaigns on Meta is simply put, when you run a Meta campaign, your search volume goes up. When people opt in into your site or they come across organic, that goes up as a byproduct of running ads on Meta. If people don't convert at checkout, but they go and search a similar competitor or even your brand on Google, right? That's lowest hanging fruit that you can capitalize on and retarget users. So Meta has an effect that lifts areas around it, which is like search, email opt-in, organic, and social, so on and so forth. Now, when you tackle Google to the equation, you're capturing lowest hanging fruit with your spend on Meta already. So it just makes sense relatively. Because as you notice, if you try to scale Google, the main customers you're attracting are people that have already bought from you. And there's no way you can attract top of funnel brand new customers because you're outbidding yourself with keywords. But Google is a great platform for heavy retargeting to increase your LTV without any huge changes, right? You're just leveraging lowest hanging fruit and you're expanding onto Google. Now, the right way to utilize Google is not just to push the evergreen bundle that you pushed on the front end with Meta. No, you want to have a complementary downsell. So this is where we come in, and a downsell that works across the board is like you buy one, you get 50% off your next purchase, or buy this bundle, you buy one, you get 50% off. Here's your total saved value compared to what you would have bought offline, right? That's another downsell you can have. Complementary products you have to keep in mind. Just something we can utilize to get people to come back to buy back from our business. And when we push a high AOV bundle on the front end, we want to have a complementary downsell that kind of fits that mark. So if we sold somebody on a $100 AOV product bundle, then I want a downsell that fits at $75 mark, just $25 difference. But our perceived value still is within reach, and we're just filling that void of what our high AOV bundle sold that customer on. That's something to keep in mind. But with that being said, how do we set everything up in Google? Well, UTM tracking is pretty relative. If you use Triple here, well, you just tackle on the pixel tracking onto your campaigns as the Google template section there is. You just apply that UTM tracking from Triple to get your stats. But you can also go the manual route where you build out yourself, and which Google has a feature where you can build out your own UTM. You can connect this to Google Analytics, and then from there, that can be your third-party tracking analysis. And then from there, on your Meta campaigns or your Google campaigns, just have your attribution window on a 7-day view, 1-day click, and then from there like a 90-day window setting. So keywords. Now, keywords are important, and this is going to be what's the difference between like a Google search campaign, a Google display campaign, and a Google PMax campaign. Well, simply put, Google search campaign, you're utilizing keywords within your copy that's you ran ads on Meta before to retarget users on middle funnel, and then also you're uploading your customer list of previous 90-day customers. That's what I utilize search for. Now display is going to be featured on more platforms where if you have like a static image and you have the dimensions to fit for that. Let's say you're running an ad creative on Meta, you can take that same ad creative that's been proven to work and then set up a display ad, right? And you're now utilizing more of those funnels or assets. And then the third phase, which is like PMax. What is Google PMax? Well, simply put, you're just throwing a bunch of assets and you're utilizing Google's machine learning to be allocated across every single platform. Downside is it's not as sophisticated as whereas like Meta, where you can be hands off and more thorough. With PMax, you're integrating, you're spending more money to be seen across more platforms. Whereas with Google Search, right, we're more like a sniper approach. We're more hyper targeted focused based off just the complexity of our keyword campaigns. And then from when it comes to an ad campaign setup, right, we're taking variations of keywords. We're applying keywords that kind of fit our demographic we're going after for the downsell. And then from here, we have our campaign, ad group, headline, headline 1, headline 3, headline 4, headline 5. We're applying all of this into a campaign. So then it's like we have a wide scope umbrella of our exact customer demographic of who just purchased. And then we set this up in a Google search campaign, right? We're retargeting these users with a downsell in place. So how do we get all the information necessary to run a campaign or search campaign for retargeting users? Well, we utilize ChatGPT for this, and the prompts I rely on are: we're going to build a Google Ads campaign. We're going to separate it between keywords and ad groups. Ideally, we're going to have 5 headlines, max 35 characters. I just make sure I give it the exact frameworks necessary of what I'm looking for and the variations of it. And then from there, I'm utilizing ChatGPT to give me actual ad scripts or ad copy variants of what's been proven to work on the Meta side. So from there, I'm getting variations from ChatGPT of what's been proven to work. So then from here, I have the answers I'm looking for. So I have like a specific ad copy, I have testimonial reviews I can use that are variants of what's been working on Meta. And then I tell ChatGPT, okay, cool, thanks for the information. Now segment this data between ad groups and keywords, and then segment it by exact versus broad of our customer demographic. And then from there, it gives me this information, and then I ask it to build out 5 ads groups as if I were to run into ads. So now I can copy this into this master sheet, and then I get my necessary information that's variant to what's been proven to work, and I can just take this and launch into a search campaign. And that search campaign is literally doing middle of the funnel, bottom of the funnel. And then I also list out negative words I don't want to attract. So I upload this list as well. So I know I covered a lot in a very brief amount of time, but this is all you need to launch a Google search campaign. And I'm going to break down in the next set of videos the specifics of how to actually launch this inside the Google Ads platform and how to start getting sales from people that you've generated sales from a high AOV bundle push, right? How do we retarget those people that just bought from our business for this Q4 Black Friday, Cyber Monday phase? With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. My name is Chris Hernandez. I'm the founder of ScaleVelocity.io. I help D2C founders build in-house for exits. If you need any help or if you want access to my protocols or my resources, check out that link down below in the description with access to all these resources. And then if you're interested or you want direct help or direct access to myself or my team, feel free to book in a call down below with the link scalevelocity.io. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If there's any questions, drop them down below, but I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers. Bye-bye.